What is going on? What is going on, Foodie Gang? Can y'all hear me? Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay, let me fix this. All right, all right. How is everybody doing today? And happy Mother's Day, ladies. What's going on, Kelly? Can y'all hear me? Okay, can y'all hear me? All right, we're gonna have a fun live stream. We're gonna kick back. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna reminisce. We're gonna talk about some pretty tough moments in our past of when we ate, was given, or cooked some food that was really, really nasty. And if you missed our last cooking episode, we was in the kitchen. We made appetizers. We've also made steak nachos this week. All of the episodes are going to be on the YouTube channel. And let's get some housekeeping out the way. Okay, I always have a piece of hair sticking up. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this video. Keep the stove on by sending a super chat with your thoughts. Super sticker stars on Facebook, or you can hit the Cash App. But definitely hit the like button. Join the channel on YouTube as well. And my Facebook group, Foodie Gang fan page on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have had a rough day. Um, some days are going to be like that. Some days are going to be a little bit rougher than others. That's okay. We're going to have a good show, though. We're going to have a good show. I got my drink here. I have pink lemonade, vodka, and y'all, I am in my room. Ava gets the couch today. Y'all know my baby's hurt. She's down bad right now. So I'm just I gave her the couch. Normally when I film, I am actually at the kitchen table. So today I've been kicked out of the living room, y'all. But that's okay. We're still gonna have a great show. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble. So, a couple of weeks, no, I think it was like a week ago. I remember I was telling you guys that I post content on Facebook, and you guys see my content on YouTube, but I'm always posting content on Facebook all the time, constantly. Right. And one of the posts that I made a post that was like, name a food you'll never eat again. And I got some really interesting responses. And that I was thinking, I was like, this shit could be a whole show. So here we are. I'm gonna show you guys the Facebook group. I'm gonna walk you guys through the content, some food, some good food before we get into the nasty food. I got a couple of videos lined up that we're gonna watch together. And then I'm also gonna drop the link. So if anybody wants to come join the show and share your horror story with us, or the moment that you have food that was just so nasty, if you want to share it with us, feel free to. If you do want to join the YouTube channel, you're gonna have to come through YouTube. It won't work through Facebook. I'm not sure why, but you're gonna have to come through YouTube if you want to join the show. If you want to share your story. So yes, I had a rough day today. I rushed out of the house. I went to the store. I did not like my time at the store. Um, then I kind of rested. Then we had gymnastics, which was, even though Ava's hurt, it's good that she's still able to do some of what she used to do, even if that is in moderation. So it makes me happy seeing her being happy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I know I told you guys that we were gonna make tostadas today. We are going to be in the kitchen. We're gonna make breakfast and then we're gonna make dinner. The reason why I did not cook the tostadas today, 'cause I was thinking, I was like, I have so much food already. I have so much food already. So I was like, let me not cook. Let me just do a sit down StreamYard live stream. And then tomorrow we're gonna get back in the kitchen. For Mother's Day, I think I'm going to make brunch and then take the rest of the day off, is kind of what I'm thinking. Um, spend some time with my stepmom. That's what I'm thinking is going on for um okay, I'm gonna read a shorter disclaimer. It's not gonna be nearly as long as when I used to read. This one will be shorter. So let me get that pulled up. And then we're gonna go into the Facebook group. We wanna look at some good food before we, gotta talk about the nasty stuff. We're gonna talk about the good stuff. Okay, I got the short disclaimer in here. That's a short one. Disclaimer. The views expressed are those of the individuals, not 907 Good Eats. While we aim for accuracy, we cannot guarantee completeness or reliability. Use the information at your own risk. So there we go with that. Can you guys believe that we are already in May? It's like this year is speeding by. It's definitely speeding by. So let me get that group pulled up. Okay, I did check the group earlier this morning. I try to come here all the time, but I have so much going on. I did check it this morning, but we will see what's going on in the group. Let me hit some buttons. Let me try to make it a little bit bigger for y'all. So take this little banner away. Okay. So this is the group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page. Let's see what we got up in here today. Y'all know we just hit 3K. Remember we did the shrimp. Let's see if I can see my check closer. Remember we did the shrimp foil boil bags or the shrimp foil packs, I think is what I called it. They were so delicious. My sister wants me to make some more of those for her for tomorrow for Mother's Day. So I gotta get stuff. And there's us. I kind of want to turn down my ring light because I have a big. I feel like I have a lot of a large glare. Okay, we got catfish and nuggets and grits, fried eggs, biscuits, and a green tea on a Friday night. So Mr. Pete eats. He said he eats once a day. So when he does eat, he will do a lot of like dinner or breakfast for dinner, and then he'll have a larger meal because he's only eating once a day. That's what he told me, y'all. So it's looking really good. We got some grits. You know what? Somebody was asking me to make grits because they wanted to see how I make them. And I was like, I make grits all the time. I felt like y'all was tired of them. Okay, let's see what we got. What else we got here? I'm gonna click this video and hopefully the music doesn't come on. Okay, we're trying to mute it. Starting the day right with in Saladang Ooh, y'all, I cannot. Sweet potato leaves. Okay, I was like, I cannot pronounce that name. This is the food tourist on Facebook. He always makes like really amazing videos, and he does like world cuisine, and he will make all type of food. It's really cool to see. And like a lot of times I am not familiar with the ingredients that he's using, but from seeing him use them, I'll be learning a lot. Like he be using fruits and vegetables I never seen before, never heard of before. And shout out to Tom. He said dessert. Okay, okay. Okay, so y'all know Mother's Day is literally tomorrow. You know I love a mimosa bar. Like I have done a couple of mimosa bars on this channel, and I really love mimosa bars. Okay, smash or pass for this mimosa bar. It would be, I just want to say, it would be really hard for you to have a mimosa bar that I didn't want to consume. Like, it would have to look dirty, look nasty, but all of this looks really good to me. Let me move that. So we have lemon and cucumber and pineapple water. They have grapefruit, watermelon, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is how I want to be treated. And shout out to Blaze. How are you doing, Blaze? Blaze, we just up here chilling. And Blaze said, "Ooh, this an easy one. Caviar. That's some discussion ish." Oh, okay, he's naming a nasty food he'll never eat. Peace and blessings, 907, everyone in the house. Hope everything is going smooth. Stopping by for a few. It has definitely been a rough day, Blaze, but that's okay. There's always better days. Even if it's rough, doesn't mean it won't get better. Um, it's been, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what them kids did to me, but ever since I did all those kid parties, my life has never been the same. I'm telling you, ever since I did them parties. And I'm gonna mess around with the StreamYard here real quick. Let me see. Cause what should happen is when I bring okay, there we go. When I bring up a comment, it should like bounce me up. But you know what makes me so mad? Before I got on live, nobody was calling me. My phone was super dry. And now that I'm on live, I have gotten text messages, phone calls. But it's like, where were y'all at? Okay, I don't hate caviar, but I don't love it. Like you won't ever say, "Ooh, let me eat caviar." Like I won't. I'm not that type of people. But you guys know there's a caviar bar. I don't remember where it is, but it's this type of bar that's really, really fancy. And they serve everything with caviar. There's different types of it and stuff. But people, I don't, it's like, I guess it's the sophistication. I don't know. I don't really understand it. I don't really get it. Not really my style. I don't hate caviar though, but I'm not gonna be craving it or nothing like that. Okay, my sister said, "You home got some veg to give you." You see, look, shout out to the family because they be coming through, and always donating to the channel and always giving me, food. My pots and pans were actually I believe it was a birthday gift for my sisters. They always support the channel, and let me tell you, when I first started, when I first started my channel, nobody believed me. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. So, when you first start your channel, you're not gonna see a lot of support, and that's okay because everybody don't really believe in you. But after you put in the work and they see the consistency, people are gonna come around, and even if they don't, it doesn't really matter. But now they be trying to give me food. Look, this a play though. It's a play. They be trying to give me food because they know when I cook it, I'm gonna give them some. So it's like if you give me some peppers, right? I might take it and make fajitas. So in the end, they're actually winning. And I said, you know what, y'all got good home cooked meals. And Blaze said, although sometimes it might be easier said than done, do your best to maintain a positive outlook. This year has been all kinds of crazy for me too. Shaking my head, but storms are seasonal, better days will come. I I agree with that. 2025 has been absolutely crazy. And it's like when you start off the year, you have so much hope, and then you're like, "What? What's going on?" And then I think like by like March, you're like, "I'm done with this whole year." You're like, "I'm done with this whole year." So mimosa bar definitely for me, definitely gonna be a smash. Y'all know I love mimosas. I don't really drink that much in my opinion, but I will take a mimosa. Like I will take a mimosa. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back on here and do some engagement. So it's time for Friday favorite. Share the best food you ate this week. Okay, the best food for me that I ate would be if you were here yesterday. If you weren't, that's okay. I'm gonna tell you where to go. Would be the appetizers I made with the taco cups. They were delicious. Blaze, you know what, Blaze? I'm so glad you're here. Blaze has helped me develop so much content on this channel. And so many times I don't know what to cook next or how to transition into a new season or how to end the season. And I would say the food again, y'all be helping me out so much. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not have anything on the menu for Mother's Day. I've been trying to figure out my schedule. What I think I want to do is go live before I go to church. I go to church at like noon. Go live before then and do one live and then be done for the rest of the day and spend time with my stepmom. So I'm thinking of doing a Mother's Day brunch. It'll be early for me, but for you guys, it'll be around like brunch. What do y'all think I should make? Like, I've been looking for y'all to help me create the menu because I got Saturday's menu figured out. But what are we gonna cook on Sunday for brunch? And hey, El Cheapo, what's going on? El Cheapo's getting ready for her lavish Mother's Day. Okay, she making us all look po. And she would say, yes, do that. Spend time with your family. Will always be here. Yeah, so I'm thinking that if I go live in the morning, I really like going live in the morning because when you go live in the morning, it's nice because you just get the live out of the way. Not saying that I want to get y'all out of the way and be done with y'all. I'm just saying I feel accomplished. So I want to do something early in the morning. I'm going to go to church and then I'm going to spend time with my stepmother. I know I have nothing on the menu. I was thinking about maybe I should make French toast or like, but is French toast brunchy or breakfasty? Y'all let me know. And after this live stream ends, if you have a brunch idea, comment down below. Um, Nothing on the menu. All right, this is unacceptable. You have the supervisor I can talk to? No. No, I'm the boss, and the boss. You gotta talk to me. You gotta take it up with the woman. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but I want to do brunch to get that out of the way, something breakfasty, and then I can spend the rest of the day with family. Um, And shout out to El Cheapo, always working hard out here. Shout out to Blaze, always level headed, keeping people realistic out here. Let me I don't know about this one. Oh, have you guys ever heard of this? I know you have, El Cheapo.
Dated Alexandra.
You have. Let me pause it because I don't know if it's music or not. Okay, I'm probably not going to say this right. And I know you've heard this, El Cheapo, because you're out in LA. You're eating a lot of Hispanic food. Menudo. Menudo. I know I'm not saying it right. Man, where in that fact? She finna give me all the way together. But isn't it like cow intestines? Okay, menudo. Okay, maybe because I don't say it often, it just really doesn't feel right. But isn't it? It's like cow something, right? I've never had it before. And Blaze said definitely spend time with the family. YT isn't going anywhere. It's showing. It's showing. But I'm gonna tap in with y'all on Mother's Day. I'm gonna do something in the morning. That's gonna be our little segment. And then the rest of the day I'll probably be in the chat, spend time with family. I might even pop up on another show. We will see. Okay. El Chiba say you said it right. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Cause I know it's cow something. What is menudo? It don't. It just sounds weird. Okay, it is. Ooh, it's cow stomach. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, I don't know about this. I had it, but a black person made it. Was it good, El Chipo? Was it good? Was he? I'm sorry, y'all. I tell you, as soon as I hopped on live, everybody hit me up. Elsie was oh hell no, I didn't have that. How'd you have it deep fried? I tell you, black people will take anybody's culture and will make it their own. I heard they eat it when they have a hangover. And Fia said that's scary looking. Look, name a food you'll never eat again. I'm gonna tell you guys my story again. And I always talk about this story every time. Cause when you eat something nasty, you never get over it. You're scarred for the rest of your life. And that's what I am after I ate okra. I was scarred for the rest of my life. Oh, hold on. Um, Blake said you're live streaming breakfast or brunch for Mother's Day. Okay, it will be breakfast time for me, but it'll be brunch for you guys. So we're gonna call it brunch because we're making breakfast tomorrow. We're making tostadas, so we're making Mother's Day brunch. Does that make sense? And Fia said, I bet that's really chewy. And Fia, how you doing? It's nice to see you. And El Chipo said, that's me with grits. El Chipo, you don't like grits? They're so good though. Girl, you need to eat my grits. Okay, and we got that's like egg rolls to me. Now this is what I'm talking about. This how I want to eat on Mother's Day. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, let me go back to the chat. El Chipo, you don't like grits? When I was a kid, I didn't like grits, but now I love them. Um, oh my God, okra is so terrible. I had the worst experience with okra, and I will never eat it again unless I am convinced. You know what I'm saying? Like the chef got to come out and serve me himself. And I heard fried okra is good, but I didn't have it that way. I had it in the gumbo, and it was so terrible. And Fia said that's so slimy. I'm not a fan of okra, but I know a lot of people like it. Yes, a lot of people do like okra, and I'm like, am I crazy or are y'all crazy? Okay, do you guys like caviar? Just this is the second time Blaze mentioned caviar. Blaze is not feeling the caviar. It just felt like little like bubbles, kind of. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know what the fascination is with caviar. I don't really get it. Um, and then she would say, I would never eat ugusu. I don't know what that is. And fufu again. I've heard of fufu. Isn't that the African bread where you tear it off, or it's spongy, or it's like Ethiopian? You know what? Kiki actually loves fufu. And Fia said, glad you on, girl. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I need me a Mother's Day brunch. Nothing better than not having to cook for yourself. I know that's right. You don't gotta wash no dishes, none of that. I had a tough day, but one thing I will say is every time I pull up to 907 Good Eats and I talk to you guys, it makes me feel so much better. And that's why honestly, like I don't think I'm gonna stop making content because I like making content. You know, I like sitting here talking about food. This is my passion right here. And then El Chipo got her daughter to eat caviar. What? What? Did she like it? Okay, fufu is African. Okay, I was like, it's either African or Ethiopia, but aren't those the same? Because Ethiopia is in Africa, correct? Are we? And then El Chipo said, that shit nasty. Bro, Kiki loves some fufu. She go ordering like, ooh, I'm finna get my fufu. She like, I think I had it one time or two, and it wasn't terrible. It's just not something that I myself am going to eat. Growing up, I had a lot of friends that were Sudanese friends. I had my neighbors were Nigerian. So I grew up around a lot of Africans. I know it's crazy to say that, but there are a lot of Africans. I say Africans because we got a lot of different continents here. I know how it breaks down. I'm not saying y'all the same. We have a lot of Africans in Alaska. So they would always eat fufu, and they were even telling us how to make it. And then Fia said if gusu looks slimy, bet the flavor is good, but that texture I cannot. Not seeing what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. And Elchiba said that smell is horrendous. You know what smell nasty? The chillins. I don't know. I was gonna play a video where this woman was talking about how the chillins were not cleaned properly, but it was so disgusting that I can't even rewatch it no more. I'm like, I can't even watch it no more. I don't want to put y'all through it. Um Jim means apple barbecue boneless wings. Yeah. Always barbecuing, always coming out with great food ideas and making like masterpieces. And he cooks just like how you would think a man would want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like with a lot of barbecue, a lot of barbecue sauces, a lot of brisket. He's definitely, no pun intended, a meat man. And Blake said, I'll try almost anything at least once. If I say I don't like something, trust me, I've tried it multiple times already. That's how I feel now going in to culinary school. Like when I was younger, I had a really small palate. I wouldn't try a lot of different things. Now I'm willing to try something at least once. But even that is gonna come with some rules. I'm not trying no brains. I'm not eating nobody's nobody's balls. I'm not eating no monkey balls, no cow balls, nothing. I'm not eating nobody's brains. I'm not I'm not trying to eat nobody's ears, nobody's eyeballs. Like, reasonable stuff. I'm not doing that. If y'all want to eat people's, testicles, if you want to eat their ears and lips, you go ahead, right on ahead. You can have my portion. And as people said, I'm sub to a black lady that eat bizarre stuff. You guys, I think it's called Man versus Wild. I cannot remember the name of that show, but he eats a lot of bizarre foods. And he has a YouTube channel and he's always wearing a bandana. Um, look, I want to get a lot of subscribers and I want to grow and all that stuff, but it's not that serious. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not doing all that. Okay, so I posted this on my community tab, but happy Mother's Day. Pick a dish. Let me get this banner out of the way. Pick a dish. So we got one, we got two, we got three, we got four. Four is a burrito, three is crepes, and then two is waffles with fresh fruit and whipped cream, it looks like. And then we have, our traditional breakfast with like the pancakes, the eggs, the hash browns, and the bacon. Um, and Fia said, cow tongue actually tastes really good. You would think it is steak. I have heard, don't they call that tripe? Or no, they call that linguia, I believe. I have heard cow tongue is really good. And I will say this, I would try it, but y'all can't tell me it's cow tongue and I'm not paying for it. Like, I'm not going to go to the food truck and be like, I'm going to bypass everything to get the cow tongue. I'm not doing that. But I will try it. Um, but once you tell me it's a certain thing, I'm like grossed out in my mind. But y'all, one day I'm gonna travel the world and eat food everywhere. So I gotta get a better game face. Cause like if you know what I'm thinking by looking at my face. And a lot of the taco trucks in Portland actually sell linguia, they sell tripe. In other cultures, when they butcher an animal, they like to use every part of that animal so that they feel they're not wasting the meat or wasting the animal's life, which is fair. And so you will see a lot more exotic meats. And Fia said it was good. NF is Puerto Rican. I believe her husband is Mexican, but she eats a lot of stuff like this. And I don't know if she cooked linguine or it was tripe. It was something. Okay, Fia said linguine. For me, I love me a breakfast burrito. I love me a breakfast burrito. But number one, I think I would go with that one just because you get a little bit of everything. You get the eggs, the pancakes, the bacon. That looks like hash brown. So you get a little bit more variety. But all of these are really good, and I would take all of them. And this is one of the shorts that I posted. I also posted on my YouTube channel. Um, we don't love. I love breakfast. Like breakfast is my jam. Breakfast is my jam. Okay, so tomorrow, Lady has been asking me to make these tostadas for a while. Tomorrow we are gonna be making breakfast, and then for dinner we're gonna do tostadas. I'm gonna do shrimp, and I'm gonna do a vegetarian option, just so that everyone has something that comes to this channel. But we have some tacos here and some corn. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Mm. Ooh, I have not had one of these sandwiches in a minute. I think she put Cuban for breakfast, but the name of this sandwich, I believe, is Cubano, which is not a big deal. And I'm just being extra, y'all. Shout out to Emperor for coming through. He said, "What up, though? 907 goodies and chat. Smash it. Yes. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what? I took like a 2 week hiatus in April. Because I was sick, and then Ava had got hurt. But one thing I did not miss is telling y'all about hitting the like button, subscribing. I be so tired of saying the same spiel over and over and over again. But you have to when you're a YouTuber, because sometimes even I forget to hit the like button. Um, I'm gonna I gotta run to the garage. I'm gonna put you guys on a break. When we come back, we're gonna look at some more food, and then we're gonna get into some of the videos. I'm gonna tell you guys my story of when I had okra. I will be right back. Right back. All right. We are back. We are back. Okay. I just talked to Kiki. I misspoke. She does not like fufu. The one that she is talking about is Ethiopian food, and it's in Jera. It's not fufu. She doesn't like fufu that much. Um, okay, and then I love this topic because everybody has a food that they have that they don't like or that they have a horror story behind it. So, Empress said to answer the topic, I refuse to eat liver and onions. Lima beans, I 100% agree with that. Lima beans are so disgusting. I do not like them. Never have. I don't think I will. Northern beans, grits, and cream of wheat. My grandma forced me to eat that growing up. I agree that if you have a bad experience eating a certain food, you are not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it at all. If you have a bad experience or if somebody forced you to eat something that you didn't like, when you have your free will, you're not gonna eat it. And like, even though Ava is a picky eater, I have to be careful about how I introduce foods to her because I don't want to scar her like some of us are. Did your parents used to do this? Before you were able to leave the dinner table, you had to eat all your food, all of it. Whether you liked it or not, you had to eat it. Talk about scarring somebody. Um, Empress said, I said when I got a grown ass man, I wasn't eating none of that, and I haven't. But I'm surprised that so many of y'all don't like grits. Because I love grits now. But when I was younger, I didn't like them at all. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with some of the comments, y'all. I am back. I am back. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel. Wow, I never heard of that before. And Empress said I also forgot Alagacera. That stuff looks and smells like the plantation. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a little bit behind in my Facebook comments. Because I just producing so many content everywhere. I'm a little bit behind. I'm about a week behind. I was reading some comments to this question that I asked, and these comments were a week old, but I'm just now getting to them. Y'all, that comment is the ride we're having this show, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. And Blaze said, you might think I'm crazy, but I used to like hot dogs when I was a kid. But now, man, I haven't had a hot dog going on a decade. I swear I can't bring myself to eat one again. You know what? I ate a lot as a kid that I just really don't care for these days. Corn dogs. When we were in school, they always would serve corn dogs and they would reheat them in those plastic bags. And so the whole thing would be soggy. Oh, I hate corn dogs so much to this day. But when I was working in Portland, right, he was like, so we were able to make up grill specials, and he was like, I'm gonna do corn dogs. And I was like, oh. But to my surprise, and when I was thinking about it, I have never had a fresh corn dog. This was the first time I ever had a fresh corn dog. And it actually was really, really good. And I'm like, maybe I don't like store-bought corn dogs. Maybe I don't like store-bought corn dogs. Okay. Emperor dropped a link for us to look up that syrup. Let's see what we got here. Because I've never heard of this syrup before. Let me pull that up. Thank you so much, Emperor, always coming through. Let's see what we got here. I wanted to stop that screen share. I'm gonna start another one. Did I say it right, Emperor? Alaga. Alaga? It's a cane syrup. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so we got a cane syrup here. It don't sound bad. What do you do with this? I never heard of this. The original cane flavored syrup. Alaga cane syrup was formulated over 100 years ago in 1906. It's a thick, dark cane syrup blend with an outstanding taste. So you can cook with it. You can use it as a topper on your pancakes, waffles, or biscuits. I have never seen this before. Where did you even buy this from, Emperor? I've never, you know what? They say that you learn something new every day, and I just learned something new. I've never seen that before, never heard about it or anything like that. And the Emperor said, nasty as fuck. And he said, yeah, I love duh. Don't it sound like a magic trick? And then Blaze agrees. He says, same here, haven't had a corn dog in years. Yes. There are just certain foods that our childhood may have ruined for us. You know what I'm saying? It just be doing that. And that's why food is so important. Because based off of the food that you eat, you're gonna have memories associated with it. If all your food is nasty, that means you got a bunch of terrible memories. Um, and Empress said it's an old school syrup. The old timers used to put it on pancakes, biscuits, waffles, and toast. I've never see. This is why you need everyone. This is why you need 9-7 goodies in the food gang to. That's why you gotta talk about food because you can always learn something. And then Emperor said, I think Emperor is right. Even the bottle got me looking at it sideways. I'm good on that. Yeah, that do not look appetizing. It's feeling like a trick. You know what I'm saying? And then Emperor, you're in Michigan, right? I wonder if they make this in Michigan because I've never seen. Have you ever seen this before, Blades or Food Gang? I have never seen this before. And then Empress said, yeah, looking at a corn dog makes me barf. Never had one. You never had a corn dog? But that's probably a good thing though. Have you guys ever had those pancake sausages, corn dogs? They're like it's like a sausage and then it's like a pancake on the outside. That's like Jimmy Dean's breakfast version of a corn dog. But a lot of people like corn dogs. And Empress said, yeah, I got the same label and yellow. I've never seen that before. So thank you for sharing that. I don't know why I need to know about this syrup, but I need to know about this syrup. So we're gonna stop the screen share. Um, yeah, I've never seen that before. And they have other ones. They have other ones. They got a whole look. They're making it look good, Emperor. I don't know. They're making it look good. They're making it look good, Emperor. But you said it's nasty. We're gonna believe you. Because you are color. You one of us. Um, and Empress said, "Yeah, Michigan, they make it down south." And no, I don't like stuff like that. I like my pancakes and sausage separate. Yeah, it's like a corn dog, but it's like a pork sausage, and then it has like the pancake breading around it, and then you dip it in the syrup. I'm like, you know what was crazy? When I went in the store the other day, you know how they have those PB&J Smackers or Smuckers, something like that, but it's like in a purple package, and then they have the strawberry and peanut butter, and it's like a pre-made peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Tell me why. They had a honey and peanut butter sandwich. I'm like, what? Why? Who's buying this? And Blake said, I don't recall seeing it before, but I'm gonna pay attention next time I go to the grocery store. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before, but I'm gonna look. Yes, it's the Smucker's Crustables. They have a peanut butter and honey version of the PB&J. And I showed Ava, she was like, "That's disgusting." Yeah, the Smucker Crustables, I've never wanted to try one of those. Looks nasty and lazy. Y'all, people don't even have time to make a basic peanut butter and jelly sandwich for their kids. I'm just saying that if you can't get Smuckers, sometimes I get them. Ava doesn't like them. Sometimes she likes them, but she don't. She be back and forth with a lot of foods. But people are so busy that they don't even have time to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the kids. Is that not alarming to you guys? um, crazy what's going on. Let's go back into the food group and let's see what else we got. Okay, some food here that I was going to show y'all. Okay, bear with me, y'all. Y'all know I'm a chef first and then YouTuber second. So if something happened and I go away, I'm coming back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Make this bigger. Blake said, I mean, you can't go wrong with a classic PB&J. Not that crap you saw in the store 907. Yeah, man. People don't got time to make PB and jelly for their sandwich. They don't got time to raise their kids. They don't got time to watch their kids do sports. They don't got time to spend with their kid. They don't got time to read with their kid. And it's like the kids are raising themselves. And some situations, it's like it's crazy. But peanut butter and honey. I said, man, you know what? I need to go ahead and give me a product in the store because it's getting ridiculous. But yes, happy Mother's Day, ladies. Okay, we got some more food here. This looks like corn and butter, or it could be that Mexican street corn, but it kind of looks like just corn and butter and cheese. Oh, we got some fries, bacon, and cheddar cheese. We got this looks kind of like a stir fry with chicken. Ooh, this is not a healthy way to eat asparagus. Like, I don't think you should do this with your vegetables, but don't this look good? All that cheese on the vegetables like that. It do look good. Ooh, it looks like we got some. It kind of looks like a meatloaf, but with a Swiss cheese or with cheese, bacon, and mushrooms. It's kind of what it's looking like. Oh, we got a stuffed meatloaf. Ooh, that looks good. BLT. Okay, we've seen a lot of pork in here. Okay, y'all. All right, so that is the group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and check us out. Check us out. Um, I'm gonna click around here and I'm going to find the content that I posted that sparked this whole live stream off. Okay, so that was my food group. This is my personal Facebook page. And they said grilled cheese asparagus. That's kind of what it looked like. It looked delicious, but it did not look super healthy. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So we're gonna go here. That's not the right spot part. Oh, and I'm not gonna play this video because it has a song in there. But these are the Big Bank chicken sliders. These were so delicious. Okay, name something you'll never eat again. I posted this kitchen on my Facebook page, got a lot of different responses. I also posted the same content in a bunch of different groups. Um, can y'all see me? Can y'all see it okay? Yes, it was like a grilled cheese asparagus sandwich. Crazy. If I can make this a little bit. I see it. Okay, so one person said too many to list liver, frogs, frog legs, and chillings. I have never even been offered frog legs or even knew anybody who was eating frog legs. That is not cool. And someone's put hog nuts. I have never heard of hog nuts. I've heard of hog mog before, but never hog nuts. So I'm still kind of curious what that is. And my auntie said squid chitlins. I agree with that. Those things look so nasty. Chef Shirley said fresh coconut, which I was quite surprised. I've never really heard of anyone disliking fresh coconut, but that's why I love these questions. Like we like poll the public because it's like interesting to hear what people have to say. What? Of the pig? Okay, Emperor said, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not eating nobody's private parts. I'm not eating no balls, no ears. I'm not eating nobody's stomach lining. Like all that is a little bit too much for me. But I'm not saying that it's nasty. It's just I'm not gonna eat it. That's all. Um, Emperor said hog mogs is basically the testicles. And Emperor said I love chitlins. So did my dad and my aunties. What I've noticed with chitlins is all the older people like them. The younger generation, in my opinion, doesn't really care for them. Did my stepbrother would eat chitlins, but I never saw like a lot of young people eating chitlins. But Chef Shirley, we interviewed her a while ago. She loves chitlins. And she was saying that like her and her mom go on live and they'll be like cleaning and cooking chitlins. It's like a whole event. Um, when Empress said, Empress said hog mogs in some markets is the stomach lining, in other markets it's the testicle. I wonder why they made that switch, but I will say a lot of things that we do in the US could be backwards or will be backwards somewhere else. Um yeah, I don't know, y'all. I can't do stuff like that. And Empress said growing up, every Thanksgiving morning I would have chitlins with white rice and hot sauce for breakfast. Really? Y'all had chitlins. Oh, Thanksgiving morning. You'd have chillins, white rice, and hot. Okay, I read that wrong. I was like, every morning? But you're saying Thanksgiving, you would have chillins, white rice, and hot sauce for breakfast. That sounds like a nice Southern meal right there. But I remember I went to my dad's house um years ago, and on the stove there was something in this pot. And I opened the pot, right? I did like this, and I looked inside, and I just felt like my stomach started turning. I was like, what the hell is this? I said, oh, what is this? It was a pot of chitlins. And my auntie, black people, you ain't gonna go to their house talking about their food. So my auntie was like, "Nah, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I clean my chitlins. You ain't gonna find nothing up in there." And then so like, even though I was disgusted, right? I couldn't talk that much mess while they was there because they wasn't gonna let me. And everyone is sitting at the kitchen table just slurping up this slimy stuff. And my stepbrother was like, "Oh, these are so good." I was like, I was in like a horror movie. It was like, bro, I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm saying you eat with your eyes, and I don't like what I saw. And it's like when you're chewing that, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I was just like, what the heck is this? And it was just like these white things like floating in this liquid. I don't know, man. It's crazy. And Empress said, right, my grandma would clean them 3 times before she cooked them. Hot water, baking soda, and a drop of palm palm oil palm olive original. And you know what makes me mad? I've seen that before. I've actually had that soap before, and I can't even say the word. I don't know, man. Those things, yeah, I don't know. Um, my mom did not do chitlins. Her family could have, but that wasn't something that she did. She would do pig feet and rice, which is another disgusting dish. Now that we're on the topic, it would be pig feet and rice. I think it's what she used to make, or somebody in my family used to make pig feet and rice. I think it was my aunt. My mom would do boiled chicken and rice. It's like, man, I tell you, black people will put anything with some rice and act like it's okay. And you're like, this is gross. And Empress said my grandma used to wash her greens the same way. Now I do love me some collard greens, and One thing with collard greens, you do have to clean them very properly. You have to really, like, you know what I'm saying? Go through. Okay, we got sweet rice and fried green tomatoes. We got liver here. We got rhubarb. So you can see that this is a question that has everyone very, very passionate. But there was an answer to my question that I thought was just so hilarious. So we are going to talk about Foodie Family, which is Roy's group. We have talked about Roy here before on this channel. He's a really great food content creator. Let's just go to this page. Really great food content creator, makes amazing food. He has a group on Facebook called Foodie Family, which he has given me the privilege to be his admin as well. And hey Brandon, how are you doing? Okay, so when we have the Foodie Gang Food Panel, you guys remember Bishop, he be coming up here on Sundays. He was talking about how me and Roy are like in competition because he'll post some I'll post some good food. Let me make sure I mute that sound. Make sure I mute this. When I say Roy be cooking, Roy be cooking. So he said, Beef Wellington, I hope I didn't disappoint you, Gordon Ramsay. Do y'all think he disappointed Gordon Ramsay with this Beef Wellington? Gordon Ramsay don't play that though. He will cuss anybody out in the middle of the kitchen. He throwing plates. And I don't know if Gordon Ramsay is really like that or if he is just like that for TV. I am not sure. So he's making the beef Wellington and it looks really good. Roy makes very good food. And the thing I really like about his content is it's about the food. You don't see like a bunch of shenanigans and drama, just it's about the food. So this is some of his content. This looks really, really good. We got the egg wash going on there. Yeah, I forgot what you call this step. It's like when you score it so that the bread can breathe. Ooh, look at that beef Wellington right there. Yeah, he did his thing on there. But he makes really great food. He has a group called Foodie Family. Okay, we got to just go back up out of there. He has a group called Foodie Family on Facebook. You guys join the group. Especially if you're someone who likes food and you want more recipes, you want to meet other foodies, you want some more ideas, check out Roy's group, Foodie Family, on Facebook. Okay, so let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, and this is when I went to the grocery store. Remember how I was telling you guys how I was off for like 2 weeks because I wasn't feeling too good? Well, that was when I went back to the grocery store, um, and was getting some food. Let me see, because I asked this question in this group. I'm probably gonna stop the screen share and then look for it while we chit chat. All right. So tomorrow we're going to be making breakfast for mom, and what I'm going to do, I think I want to make some egg bites, and I'll probably make some other stuff with it as well. But that's what I think it's gonna be looking like for us. And then we're gonna be making tostadas. So give me a second to just find the post in here. Yeah, I can do it this way. Okay, so the food. Let me just tell y'all my story while I'm looking for that. So, name a food that you'll never eat again. For me, and I know this is going to be very controversial because there are people who really do like okra, but for me, it's going to be okra. I did not have a good experience with okra when I first had it. And it was Christmas, and I was going over to my godmom's house. And God rest her soul. She's a very sweet woman, and I know she cooks good food because I've had her food before, which is why I was so sad. Um, she is from New Orleans, and she made gumbo. And in their gumbo, they traditionally put okra in their gumbo. But I had her gumbo before, and she didn't put okra in it. But this one time, she put okra in it, and she put a lot of okra in it. I did not know this, but come to find out, and I just found this out recently, like this year. Okra is a natural laxative, is from what I'm being told. So this okra had, I mean, look, I'm saying this okra had this gumbo. That's how much okra was in there. It didn't even feel like gumbo. It felt like okra. There was so much okra in here. Okra is a natural laxative, which I didn't know at the time. Me and Kiki ate the gumbo, and we thought it was okay. It was kind of slimy though. I ain't gonna lie, it was slimy, but it was good. You know, when you go to somebody's house, you don't want to be rude, especially if they're giving you food, they're trying to feed you, right? So, um, I'm gonna leave Emperor's comment on the screen because he agreed with me. So it was good, but it was slimy. So we ate it. And, I didn't want to be rude and say, I don't like this. You know what? We were good kids in that sense. Like, if you gave us food, we would eat it. And if we didn't like it, we would just talk about you later. But we would not say anything to your face. That was rude. Okay. We ate the gumbo. We went home, right? Tell me why me and Kiki's stomach was so tore up. We just laid on the bed. We kept running back and forth to the bathroom, and we were like, we're never eating that again. And we were like, it had to be the okra because we've had gumbo before and it never did this. But it was just our stomachs were just jacked up, messed up. I have never eaten okra since that day. Just because I had that experience. And that's why I said, like, I never want anybody to make my food who got an attitude or who's mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that around my food. But that okra had my stomach tore up. Tore up. No, we didn't have to run. We had the bowl guts. And you guys know what was so foul about this whole story? All this happened on Christmas. All this happened on Christmas because they eat okra all the time and they're from New Orleans. I don't think the okra affected them the way it affected me and Kiki. We are scarred for the rest of our lives. We will never eat okra again. We always talk about this moment in time. And that's how serious it is when you make food. You know, like you can give somebody good memories or bad memories. We have the bubble guts. Whole day ruined. Spent a whole day shitting. I remember it said almost as bad as when my grandma gave me a whole bottle of citric magnesia. You're like, you know what? If you're backed up and you gotta go, get you some okra. Okay, that's what y'all need to do. If you having a problem going, we were so sad. We was like hurt. We was hurt. We was scarred. And I think like ever since that day, I think honestly, that's why we cook our own food. And that's why we choose to eat at home. Because you just never know when you go somewhere. What you gonna find. Okay, but let me get back to the point. Okay. I wanna show you guys this, and then we're gonna get into some videos I have. I know I'm up here talking. You grow up in under the weather. I haven't been able to talk this much. So I'm gonna show you guys. I found it, the piece of content that I posted in this group, and I read it today. Y'all, I was laughing so hard. When you ask these questions online, you just never know what you're gonna get back. Let me get into it. Okay, so this is that same post. Name something you will never eat again, or you'll never eat again. But I posted this in Foodie Family, which is Roy's group. Okay, y'all following along here? Y'all know what's going on. Okay, so let me click on this picture and let's see what we got here. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys. Okay, so here's the question. See, y'all can kind of see a little bit. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, so name something you'll never eat again in Foodie Family. Caramel grasshoppers. That was crazy. Um, I was a teen and it was a bet. I've never had a caramel grasshopper, but I did have the sucker one time that I had bought that had like a bug in it. I don't know why I was eating that. I think it's one of those things you just get. And then May said for me it used to be a fruit called durian, but I finally acquired the taste for it and started to like it. And I put heard of it but never tried it. Okay, so to the question, name something you'll never eat again. Roy commented and said Pussy. He said Pussy he'd never eaten again. When I posted this question, I never imagined that somebody would comment and say that. And I was like, so I commented back and I was like, so I commented back and I was like, well, maybe you had a bad one. I was like, well, maybe you had a bad one. But he said he'd never eaten pussy again. Uh, look, y'all. The internet is so funny, and that's why I love posting content. But I did not expect that answer, and I laughed so hard. And I saw this morning. He posted a week ago. I'm just now getting to it. Um, but yeah. And I was like, I need to make a whole live stream and share this with the foodie gang. And then Empress said, sounds like he had a terrible one poor creature. I don't know what he was eating on. I don't know what happened because I was not there. But whoever that woman was, she scarred that man. Like how I'm scarred with that okra. Nisha said canned oysters, yuck. You know what? I agree. Canned oysters, disgusting. My friend would get canned oysters, hot sauce, and I believe it was Ritz crackers, and she would eat it like a little snack, and she loved it. And I was like, this is so gross. But yes, there y'all have it. Okay, name something you'll never eat again. We've heard liver. We heard chitlins. We heard hog nuts. We heard of Alaga syrup, but now we're adding PUSSY onto the list. And Emperor, let us know. Do it taste that bad? Is it something that we should never eat again? Well, I have not eaten one, but is it something that y'all should never eat again? But I just thought that was so funny. Was hilarious. Um, um, let's see what Emperor talking about, or let's see what we got in the chat. Emperor, what do you think happened to the one that he ate? You think it was like spoiled or something? Like, I wonder what happened to him. Emperor said the ones I've eaten were delicious. That's right. I don't know what happened, where it broke down at, but the one he ate, maybe it had too many folds in it or something. I don't know. And Empress said it probably wasn't clean, probably was smelly. Her pH was probably off too. I don't know what happened. For him to say he's never eating coochie again, something had happened. Okay, Emperor is coming out with tips and tricks for us ladies. Y'all know it's Mother's Day. Take the tips, take the trips, or the tips and tricks to do. Okay, so he said, ladies, eat plenty of strawberries and pineapples if you want your man to enjoy eating you. I'm just saying, I have heard of the pineapples before. I have heard of that. I haven't heard of the strawberries, but I have but I have heard of the pineapples. And I wish Next Level was here because he knows what the men need to do to keep themselves together. And we could just have a whole informational live stream based off of his answers to the question. He said he is not eating PUSSY no more. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Um, and Kojak said, Kojak after dark. Okay. It sounds like a little infomercial. But there you have it. I have a couple of videos I'm gonna play for you guys. Um, when I when you post stuff online, you never know what the comments are gonna say. And that was a comment that blew my mind. Because if somebody would have commented and said, I'm never eating ping ping no more, I'm like, what? It was like when I say name something that you're never eating, I'm thinking of food automatically, right? And so for you to say something that's not food but is food to some people, I thought it was hilarious. Empress said that goes for us two fellas. The ladies will enjoy swallowing if you got strawberries and pineapples in your diet. I'm just saying. And I would say, if you are someone who is not eating right, you're not drinking what you need to be drinking, you're not drinking the water, you're not gonna taste good. There's just no way. You're not gonna taste good. So some people don't care though. Some people don't care. So listen to Emperor, he got some wisdom, he got some knowledge. Listen to the next level. They tell you what to do to get you all the way together so that people can enjoy your food and enjoy you as well. Okay, so I got some videos here. Let me get this fair use, fair use. Okay. But when I saw that question this morning, I was like catching up on my content. I was in the bed rolling. I said, "What?" But yes, join the foodie family on Facebook. Okay, and like I said, we have all had that experience of where we have had nasty food. So I have some videos here. I kind of talk more about nasty food. One of them, the girl is telling her story, and some of them are just some weird looking food that we're gonna look at. Let's see if this one's the right one.
One food you had a bad experience with and you'll never eat again. I'll go first. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had cooked stewed chicken and rice. And then she cooked the stewed chicken and rice and we left and went to the store. By the time we came back and she was getting ready to fix our meal, she opened the pot and it was filled with mice. Mice for days. And to this day, I'll never eat stewed chicken.
On that, that's what she's talking about. What she talking about, Foodie name? Mice in the pot.
What's one food you had a bad experience with and you'll never eat again? I'll go first. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had cooked stewed chicken and rice. And then she cooked the stewed chicken and rice and we left and went to the store. By the time we came back and she was getting ready to fix our meal, she opened the pot and it was filled with mice. Mice for days. And to this day, I'll never eat stewed chicken and rice.
How did the pot get filled with mice, though? That's a weird story. How did they just get all these mice in the pot? What? What? And they was cooking them?
What's one food you had a bad experience with and you'll never eat again? I'll go first. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had cooked stewed chicken and rice. And then she cooked the stewed chicken and rice and we left and went to the store. By the time we came back and she was getting ready to fix our meal, she opened the pot and it was filled with mice. Mice for days. And to this day, I'll never eat stewed chicken and rice.
I don't really believe her. How did all these mice just get into the pot? Town. They just climbed up the side of the pot and jumped into the pot and said, I want to be cooked. Like, what do you I don't know, this is a weird story. How did all these mice get into this pot? Why would you leave to the store where you have food on the stove? don't know. There's some questionable things in the story. I think she did this story for likes and views. What you think? Empress said, "Yeah, that's cap." Yeah, how you? First of all, why are you gonna leave to the store when you got a pot on the stove? And how would you leaving to the store equate to a pot full of mice getting in there? Unless you got a hole in the ceiling and they jumping through that. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I really don't believe her. This story, and look how she's smiling and laughing. Yeah, I don't think she's telling the truth here. Maury, we need the results. We need the lie detector test. Let's hear it one more time.
What's one food you had a bad experience with and you'll never eat again? I'll go first. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had cooked stewed chicken and rice. And then she cooked the stewed chicken and rice and we left and went to the store. By the time we came back and she was getting ready to fix our meal, she opened the pot and it was filled with mice. Mice for days. And to this day, I'll never eat stewed chicken and rice.
Girl, I don't know. Your mama might be playing a trick on you. I don't know how did all these mice just climb up the side of a hot pot, hop into the pot, get cooked, and be looking at y'all. People will do whatever they can to go viral these days. It's crazy. And Ember saying mice can't just pick up a top on a pie and crawl up there. She's a liar. Ember, that's a really good point that I never even thought of. How would they get the lid off? What is she talking about? Um, I don't know, man. I think people just be doing stuff to get clicks, likes, and views. And also see it here a lot on YouTube and just social media. I don't really believe this story. Now, the story I told you guys about the okra, that was a true story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't believe her. We're gonna move on to the next one. Okay. So we have all cooked hamburger before, right? I want to know, did your hamburger ever look like this? And if it did, would you eat
Y'all, but nothing grosses me out more.
it? Let me go back to the beginning.
I don't know about y'all, but nothing grosses me out more than cooking meat. Cause what the fuck is that? What the what the
Honestly, if I'm cooking a burger and I see something like this, I'm not even gonna eat it. I'm probably gonna immediately throw it away, and I might not even have time for a video because this is the type of stuff that you just don't want to see. And shout out to Next Level because he's always talking about how bad the meat is. Dr. Quantum said hormone bubbles. Is that what that is? Is that what that is? Is that a hormone bubble? And I never even heard of that. But I don't know what. If I see this on my burger, it's immediately going in the trash. Immediately. You know what? I might just throw out the whole bag. Because if the mommy came out this bag, this whole pack bag. Okay. Dr. Quam, I thought you had the answer because you got a doctor in your name. She said, I don't know, laugh out loud. Um, and he just said, I'll try it if fried, both sides well done. So you would eat the burger even if you've seen this happen while you're cooking it? Try to be honest during this live stream. If you eat it, say you would eat it. If you wouldn't eat it, say you wouldn't eat it. Just be honest. Don't pick my answer. Empress said, yes, I've seen that before. I have seen bubbles like this, but I have not seen bubbles this big. I've not seen them this big. Empress said, yes, I've seen that before. It's normal if you're cooking ground beef a certain way. I have not seen them this big. And you guys saw when she popped it, blood came out. That has never happened to me before. Now, let me know if this has happened to you because we trying to figure out if this is normal or not. Yeah, doctor, I'm a doctor. I'm not eating it. Nope. And honestly, something like this would ruin my appetite. I'm not even hungry no more. You know when you cook something and you're cooking it and it just smell bad, or you see something that just turn you off and you're not even hungry no more. This right here would make me not hungry no more. Okay, Empress said I'm eating it and I don't give a damn what it look like. And Empress said, and yes, it has happened to me and I ate it. That big with blood coming out of it. Somebody get next level on the line. Let us know what this is. What are we looking at? Emperor, I bet you ain't never been the same since. That big with the blood. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Yeah, I'm not eating this. Nope, I'll starve. I'll find something else to eat. And then Quan said, Emperor ate it, laugh aloud. You know what? I do feel like most men, if they saw this, they would probably eat it. Y'all know men that eat pizza cold, they'll eat the food cold. They don't really care like that. Nah, I want to offend nobody. Y'all don't come for me. Um, Ladies, we got like a high standard on the food. But men, y'all will eat the food cold. Y'all won't even heat it up. Y'all will eat something that's like a couple of days old. The standards are just a little bit lower. Not for everybody, but for some of y'all. And Ember said done it several times. Ember said he's saying on business. Y'all ain't gonna make him feel gross. Hey, Ember said he about that life, okay? He said he about that life, okay? He ain't scared of nothing. He ain't scared of nothing. Uh, and then Quantum said, lots of men eat anything. I do feel like the standard is real, real low. Y'all fearless, for real, for real. Yeah, I don't know how this turned into. I don't know how this turned into like a booty, booty, and pee talk, but that's where food will lead you sometimes. Okay. And because we had that answer to the question, I said, name a food you'll never eat again. I asked them on Facebook. Somebody said they're never eating PUSSY again. I don't know what happened. I was not there. But I don't think he's gonna be saying something like that if I was there. Empress said, ain't no shame in my game. He said he eating blood bubbles. He said he eat everything. Look, y'all better than me because I'm not eating my meat if it comes like this. Don't come over here with no blood boils. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Go ahead, stay over there. I'm throwing the whole pack out. Let me play it one more time.
I don't know about y'all, but nothing grosses me out more than cooking meat. Cause what the fuck is that? What the? What the?
And y'all see the way it popped? Oh my goodness. I hope she tagged the brand of meat she had so that people will not buy it. That is disgusting. Yeah, I'm not eating it. Nope, throwing the whole box out. Emperor said he don't care now. He a G. And she popped it. Oh my god. It kind of looks like a big old abscess on the burger. All right, y'all. We're gonna let this one go. Okay. It's time to gross me out for real, for real. Okay, name a food that you guys are never eating again. For me, it is okra, and I would not even say never eating it again because I never ate it in the first place. But chitlins, um, high on the list. Not doing it. Not doing it. Um, okay, so one of the things that we really enjoy is pizza. And a lot of times, yes, Dr. Kwon, yes. Chip, I don't even know who eating these things and who's keeping these people in business. Um, and I told my horror story about the chitlins before it was Christmas. I think it was Christmas or Thanksgiving. One of the holidays. The whole family was in the dining room. Old folks were sitting around a table, they was eating, they was slurping something that was slimy. But I didn't know. And I was in the kitchen lifting up pot because I was been making a plate. I lifted up this one pot and it was like liquid. And it was like these white things floating in the pot. And I said, what the is this? I said, what is this? And my cousin was like, oh, I think those are chitlins. He was like, hey, Auntie, did you make these? And she was like, yep, and I cleaned my chitlins, so y'all better not be talking about my chitlins. And my cousin was like, oh, I'm finna get some of those. And then my stepbrother was slurping on the chitlins. My cousin was slurping on them. And they put the hot sauce on them. It was so disgusting. I feel like I think I had already ate. And I'm not saying that no one should like chitlins. I'm just saying it's not my thing. And this is from my point of view. But if you like chitlins, we can still be friends, okay? Just saying. I'm not eating them with you. I'm drawing the line at stomach lining, not doing testicles, not doing brains, not doing eyeballs. But I just will never forget it. And Kiki was right there. She was like, "Ooh, y'all." Kiki is like, when we don't like something, we be like giving each other eye contact. Like, what the hell is this? um, and Nisha said hog cheese. Nope. Hog cheese is from pig head, right? Isn't that what they make hog cheese with? Is like the head of the pig? Let me know, somebody. Ooh, and I was talking about these chicken feet on this channel. I remember one time I went to Walmart and there was like these chicken feet in the pack. And my sister was like, look at this. And I was like, oh, I like jumped a little bit because they look freaking scary. It's like these little bitty feet with nails on them. And I was like, oh, but I heard chicken feet are actually really good. I just don't like how they looked. But I've heard that they are really good. And outdoors, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you here. He said, "You have no fee unless I'm dying." Yeah, it's just not that serious where I need to be eating somebody's feet. Now, if we are at the end of the world and we ain't got no food left, and they're like, "You gotta eat chitlins, you gotta eat chicken feet." Okay, I'm doing it. I'm trying to live. But if it's not them dire circumstances, I'm good. Y'all can keep the chicken feet. If they pay me enough money, I'll eat all this stuff on camera though. Okay. If y'all see me in like 10 years and I'm on the Food Network eating weird stuff, just know that I'm telling you right now, if they pay me enough money, I'm gonna eat all this stuff. Okay, so Empress said yes. Hoghead cheese is made from pig heads. Yes. When I was at Walmart one time, they actually had pig heads for sale. And my dad eats everything, or he did. He likes all that stuff. He said that the cheek of the pig is actually really, really good and really tender. And he said he used to put it in a pot and like boil it all the meat off. And Empress said my grandma used to make sauce meat, stunk with the whole house. I never ate it. Y'all, y'all, some of this stuff, you be like, who came up with this? Like, you know? Outdoor says some people like fish cheeks. I've never heard of people eating fish cheeks, but when I worked at Portland State University, one of my coworkers was he was Vietnamese, and he's from Vietnam. He was saying that in his culture, they eat fish eyes because they're full of calcium. And he was also saying that they eat pig ears. And he actually showed me a picture, and it was like a stir fry with pig ears. And it actually looked pretty good. Okay. Even though I don't eat some of these foods, I like learning stuff. And I realize that I'm only in a part of the world. There's a whole world out there. Um Empress said, yeah, you boil the meat off the skull, then add vinegar, spices, and non-flavored gelatin. Oh, to make the hoghead cheese. Yeah, I've never had hoghead cheese. Am I saying it right? Hoghead cheese. I've never had it before, but I heard it's actually pretty good. Sometimes I feel like when you try stuff, and sometimes not knowing what it is for the best. Sometimes you be mad and ready to fight when you figure out what it is at the same time. And Empress said our ancestors had to eat that stuff because the masters didn't give them any other cut of the pig. That makes a lot of sense, Emperor. And one of the things I love about food is like the backstory, the history, the story behind the plate. I never really realized that about, chitlins, hog maws, and all that stuff that we're talking about. But it makes sense because those pieces of the animal would not be highly favored. So it makes sense that that was kind of like the scraps that were left over, and so that they had to eat that. And that's why I said if it came to a situation where I had to eat this stuff, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta live. And that's what it seems like their situation was. They wanted to survive, and they were going to survive by any means necessary. Okay. And you know what, Outdoors? I am so mad at you still because the day where we went over to your channel and I showed everybody your drink, you weren't even here. He said, did you like Did you see those mushrooms I've been finding? I'm new to morel mushrooms, but they're so good. Also made a mushroom parmesan lion's mane mushroom. Replace the chicken. No, I have not, but I will have to definitely check out your channel. Um, the Ever Loving Outdoors is very true to his name. All things outdoor is his channel, and I will have to check it out. And Emperor said, and shout out to Emperor, always coming with the facts. This is why we need to respect the elders and really take in their knowledge. Because a lot of time the knowledge that these elders have and older generations, that knowledge is not in a book. Sometimes it's with those people. He said our ancestors had to eat chitlins, pig feet, fatback, salt pork, sous meat, pig ears, etc. I have had fatback and I do like that one. Never had sous meat, never had pig ears. I haven't eaten chitlins, but I've seen them before. I have had pig meat before, back when I was really, really young. But that makes sense, Emperor, and I'm glad that you shed that light on that part of the story, because I didn't realize that. Like, the reason why they're eating a lot of those foods, because they had to. One thing I will say about Nisha said, "Cow's tongue, no way. We're very resilient as a people. We're gonna make it happen." Um, I've heard cow tongue is actually pretty good. I've heard really, really great things about it. And when I try, or if I ever do, I will make a video and share it with all of you guys because I've heard really great things about cow tongue. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it's nasty. Out of all the things I've heard about it, no one has ever said it's nasty. Oh, and you know what? I'm glad you just made me remember something. I've really been getting into mushrooms. There's so much to learn about each kind. Some look so cool, and there's so many healthy benefits. Okay, so couple of the moms from Ava Gymnastics, they get together and they do things. We had a party once, we went out to eat, but one of the moms really likes mushrooms. She loves them. And she was telling me about this mushroom coffee. And I haven't tried it before. And then also when I did a live stream when I was at the grocery store, you guys were telling me about it too. But have you ever had mushroom coffee before outdoors? What do you think about it? Um, what is that? Is that the mushroom coffee that I'm talking about? Okay, so we're gonna get into this pizza video. We've all had pizza before.
Ordering Little Caesars again.
Okay, so you can see the back of the pizza was like white. In my opinion, they probably didn't work the dough in properly, but this does look questionable. And this does it looks questionable. Okay, so Outdoor said, "Yep, chaga, did I say it right? It's a mushroom." But this pizza does look very questionable. Um, if I ordered this, I need my money back pronto, and I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. I want a full refund. This is not acceptable. If I'm paying, giving you my money, and I'm ordering your food, and your food comes out looking like this, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm going to go to a brief commercial, and when we come back, we're going to replay the video. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Okay, okay, we back, y'all. We back, y'all. My bad. Y'all know I'm on kid duty. Kid walked in the room. Was like, let's go into a quick commercial. I gotta get her situated. But what I was saying, if I order some pizza like that, and it looks like that, somebody needs to give me my money back ASAP. And I'm not hearing nothing. I'm not accepting no coupons. You need to give me my money back, and I don't want to hear nothing. And Outdoor said I got a pizza review on Google over 100K views. Okay, I have a couple of questions. Outdoors. Did you write the review? And if so, what place was it at? Did you write the review? Okay, so before we left off, I was playing a little bit of that video, and I was telling y'all how they better give me my money back or I'm beating somebody up. Let me play that video again, and I promise y'all, as soon as you get on live, that's when everybody start calling.
Ordering
Everybody start knocking on the door. That's when everybody needs something. But before you get on live, don't nobody talk to you. It's crazy.
Little Caesars again.
Look at that. Why did the dough look like that? Even if maybe they didn't work in all the ingredients, I don't know, but it just did not look right. And this was all over. Like, I like Little Caesars, but I think it was a few months ago. Next, I don't know if this is true. I have not vetted this. I'm not sure, but he was saying that I think he said that these pizza sauces come as I think he said they come as a powder and people gotta mix them together with some type of liquid. I don't know. He said it was something going on with the pizza sauce, something sketchy, but Ever Loving Outdoors is absolutely correct. This is unacceptable. And it looks like this pizza has mold on it. I don't know if the flour wasn't working right. I don't know. But you guys better run me my money back pronto. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want no coupons. I'm not ordering nothing else off this menu. Because whoever y'all got working don't give a damn. So I don't want none of their food anyway. Oh, okay. So, as I said, I used to be in the pie business for a few years. Thus, is not okay. Okay, so you were making pizza and someone gave you a review that got over 100,000 views. Am I correct? Is that story correct? And one of said, eat that, you're going to be hurting. I don't know if, like, maybe all the ingredients wasn't incorporated. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe the dough was bad. Maybe the dough was bad or something. I
Never
don't know.
ordering Little Caesars.
Let's just go back and look. Even the top of the pizza don't look right. Not every slice have that. Oh my goodness. Don't look right. Maybe the yeast didn't activate right or something. Oh, okay. So you wrote the review and it got over 100,000 views. That's great. You know what? When I go out to eat, I never write reviews. Never. I don't ever write reviews. I don't know why. Even when I buy a product from Amazon, I don't write a review. I've always kind of been that way. I'm not really too sure why. I just never write reviews, but I read them. I read them though. Okay, so one of the foods that we eat here a lot are chips. Everybody loves a good bag of chips, even if they are scandalous with the chip bags and they fill them up with air. We still love chips. That don't make no sense. You go get a bag of chips, the bag be so big, and when you get to it, it's about 10 chips. Like, y'all wasting product. Y'all wasting product, but we all love some chips, okay? This girl found this in her chips. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. And outdoor said I be buying non-GMO organic chips so worth it. You know what I really like? The blue corn chips. I don't know if you guys have ever tried them, but give them a try. They are delicious. Did y'all see that? It almost looks like a chicken nugget in her Lay's. It almost looks like a chicken nugget. And y'all, I'm still on cough drop duty. Your girl got a little cough left. It looked like a nugget. And it's like, do Lay's and chicken nuggets produce in the same factory? How did she get a nugget? And the scary thing is that chicken nuggets are kept in the freezer. Chips are kept on the shelf. So how long has this chicken nugget been with these chips? I wonder what it smelled like. And as I said, imagine a bag of potato chunks. Good idea? No. But there was chicken nuggets in her bag. Let me move my logo so you guys can see. I just realized my logo is kind of blocking it. Um, yeah, I don't know what was going on here. She said, Liz, what the F is in my bag of chips? Chicken nuggets, 2 for 1. They said, hey, we got nuggets and chips in one bag. But situations like this, the customer can actually sue the company and get a lot of money. This is just gross. And if she would have ate that part, she probably would have got sick. And then Aldo said, have you tried sea salt chips? I think I have. I think I have. They have so many brands of chips nowadays. You probably would have to show me the bag. Oh my god. See, that's the kind of stuff right there that'll make you stop eating something for a while. I'm like, now every time I get the bag of chips, I kind of want to dump it all out. But can you imagine? Because you know how sometimes people eat in the dark or whatnot? What if she would have been like eating that in the dark? And she'd have been like, with chicken nugget. I'd have been like, I'm suing for damages. Y'all done damaged my mindset. There was literally a chicken nugget in her bag of Lay's. Crazy. Like, ugh. Um, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button though. I think I have one more video. I think I already showed this one, but let me check. Oh yeah, that was
I don't know.
the burger. I showed that one. Okay, I showed that one. I think I have one more left.
This wing stop that's off of Westheimer, like in West Chase, don't come here.
Look, one thing about social media is that if you serve somebody some food that's not good, they finna blast you. They finna make a whole video. Do y'all remember that girl with the Kraft mac and cheese? That she was buying mac and cheese and then or she was buying Kraft mac and cheese, but they didn't have any cheese packets in them. She went on TikTok. That video went viral, and it became a whole thing about Kraft not having any cheese with their mac and cheese. So, if you think you're gonna be out here serving any kind of food, just know TikTok is on your ass. She said, "Don't ever come to this wing stop." She told you the location. She showed you what the building looked like. She showed you the parking lot. Like she did everything she could to tell you and to warn everybody else to not come there. But my thing is this: just because you had a bad experience there doesn't mean the next person is gonna go and have a bad experience. But this is the tricky part about serving our people. We are very hard customers. And I'm saying that as someone that has worked in the kitchen. Um, Black people, y'all need to stop this foolishness. Y'all be the worst customers, the pickiest customers, the highest demanding customers, but do not want to pay and do not want to leave a tip, but want the most. Y'all need to stop. Um, And Aldo said, I'd be pissed. Imagine having an empty fridge and being like, I'm all good. I got chips after a long day at work. 10 p.m., everything closed, and you open that bag. Look, you since you put it like that outdoors, yeah, I'm mad. Y'all might mess around and get a whole lawsuit. It'd be so sad, like when your mind is like set on eating a certain thing, and then you go to eat it, and it's either has like mold on it, or it's bad, or it falls on the floor. It'd be so heartbreaking. And outdoor said never go to Wingstop. But you know what? Wingstop be having a lot of business. A lot of like college, or not college, but high school students like it. Probably even college too. But let me go back and we can listen to her. Pretty much still saw their name, okay? She put the Wingstop. She told you the. See, this is the worst type of customer ever, right here. You guys take notes. Don't be these people. This is like the worst, the worst, the worst.
This wing stop that's off of Westheimer, like in West Chase, don't come here. Don't come here. The worst. The absolute worst. Nasty, disgusting ass food.
Wait, she even went inside the restaurant. I didn't see this part. Let me go back.
This wing stop that's off of Westheimer, like in West Chase, don't come here. Don't come here. The worst. The absolute worst. Nasty, disgusting ass food.
Um, what I don't like about that video is yes, she said the food was nasty, but we here at 907 Goodies from the Foodie Game, we need more details. What was nasty about it? The chicken wasn't crispy. The chicken was soggy. There was no seasoning on it. The fries was old. Like, you need to run down them facts. If you're coming out with this whole, it's nasty, okay? Tell us why. We're nosy like that. We need more details. We need you to be very specific. The oil was old. The chicken was burned. Like what? The soda was flat. What was nasty about it? We need more details. Okay. This is giving this criminal customer who wants to complain. Um, Albert said Wingstop is hood run. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got you 10 minutes, 3 hours later. What? Okay. Sometimes I'll be doing Uber Eats, and one thing I'll say when I go to Wingstop, they always late. They ain't never got the food ready. And never got the food ready, they're always running behind. They do be on CP time. But 3 hours? Yeah. At the 30-minute mark, run me my money back. Right now. I'm not playing. Um, yes, outdoors and tell us how it could be better. That be the problem when some people complain, they're like, it's nasty. Okay, what's nasty about it? In this video that she just made, she didn't give any specific details, so they can't work on anything. There's nothing that they can work on because she didn't tell us what was nasty about it. Like what was nasty? The chicken, like, yeah, we need more details, lady. But let's go back and play it again.
This wing stop that's off of Westheimer, like in West Chase, don't come here. Don't come here. The worst. The absolute worst. Nasty, disgusting ass food.
And see, she just said, she said nasty, disgusting ass food. Okay. Oh, she wanted to show him on his phone. But now we have to be honest and we have to be totally transparent about this. You know, it's 2025. I think we've all seen this in the restaurant. I'm not saying that it's right, but we've all seen somebody on their phone in the restaurant. Girl, that's not telling us enough. Why you didn't show us the food? Why you showing us everything but the food? See, her complaint is okay, but I'm just saying how it could have been better. You showing us outside the parking lot, the employees, the kitchen. Well, where is the food at? Where is the food at? That's what we want to see. Um, she said, "Don't come here," and that's the thing I hate sometimes. It's like, dang, these people got jobs here, right? And you just saying, "Don't come here." It's nasty. Ain't give us no description. Ain't show us no food. We didn't even see food in this whole video. But we saw some cars in the parking lot. Um, I tell y'all how to complain and how to be good customers. When you go somewhere and you are complaining and you want your money back, it would be in your best bet to be very descriptive and say what was nasty. Be very descriptive. I'm telling you how you will get your money back. You gotta be like, the chicken tasted like it was cooked in old oil. I don't want to say, you know, he's rubbing it while on that phone, using it in the bathroom and everything. Okay, okay, we'll give him that. Cause she did say it was nasty here. Okay, we'll give her that. But I'm telling you how to get your money back and how to complain properly, allegedly. Um, Like I said, I call employees out for that. We have all been out to eat, and we've unfortunately seen somebody on their phone, and I don't think it's necessarily right, but I've seen it. I'm sure that you guys have. Somebody's always on their phone. Um, somebody's always on their phone. Um, okay, so name a food that you'll never eat again. Let me just go down the list of everything that we've heard so far. Chitlins, hog mog, hog nuts, liver, okra, burgers with a big old love oil on them. I'm not eating that. We've heard of PUSSY. Somebody said they're never eating that again. We heard a lot of stuff. Um, and shout out to Facebook. So funny. And Aldrin said, authentic Iraqi food in Iraq. Do you mean that you would eat the food or you wouldn't eat it? Which one are you referring to? Which one are you referring to? Okay, so tomorrow we are gonna do breakfast. I'm gonna look at what time we're doing that. Okay, so I think we're gonna do breakfast for mom. At 9 a.m. tomorrow, and after this video, it should redirect you guys to that live stream. And then, so we're going to be cooking breakfast in the AM. We're going to be making shrimp and vegetarian tostadas, probably for dinner. That will be at 7. And then for Mother's Day, we're going to come back and cook probably a brunch, something early in the morning before I even start my day. I do want to do a live stream, tap in with the foodie gang. And it's my day. I love cooking. I love going live and being able to talk to all you guys. So, it doesn't necessarily feel like work or a job to me because I love to do it. So I want to go live. I want to cook with you guys. We're going to cook on Mother's Day. I am not sure what we're going to make on Mother's Day brunch. Um, if you have any ideas, comment down below. Let me know. And then others say I would, but I won't because it would never be possible. And he said, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I was talking to some other moms, and they all kind of feel like it's just another day. They all feel like it's another day. Some people are just they're like, oh, I think everyone's just kind of wore down by this year. It's been a hectic year so far. Um, it's been a hectic year so far. But we're gonna cook tomorrow. We're gonna cook on Sunday. I might take Monday and Tuesday off, but we will see. We will see, turn on the notification bell so that when I do go live or I do drop new content, you get notified. Hit that like button and you can always support the show. You can always support the show. Um But that's all the videos I have lined up, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to talk about it has been absolutely crazy this year. It's been super, super crazy. Very humbling. Very humbling. Been a crazy, humbling year. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. We're gonna cook some breakfast. I'll see y'all in the AM. We're gonna be back in the kitchen. I'm gonna be doing that one off of my phone. Then we're gonna be making some tostadas for dinner. And then for brunch for Mother's Day, I'm gonna come up with something for us to cook, something for us to eat, and I'm gonna tap in with y'all for Mother's Day in the beginning of my day. And then I'm gonna go off to church, spend some time with my stepmom, spend some time with my sisters. Um, yeah, and then we will reconvene. Okay, so happy Mother's Day, ladies. And I'll be here all weekend long. So I'll be able to tell y'all, don't even worry, don't even worry. And I also do make children's content, so subscribe to Ava's Playtime for children's content. Um, I think that's all I wanted to go over with you guys in this live stream. Shout out to the Foodie Gang for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. We're gonna be back in the kitchen. We're gonna be back in the kitchen. All right. I think that's all the announcements I had to make too. Join my group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page. I will see y'all on the next one. Shout out to everybody that came through. Thank you to all the moderators. When we are in mobile view, or vertical view, when we're cooking in the kitchen, sometimes we get a lot of trolls. And shout out to all the members and moderators for being on Troll Watch all the time and making sure that we keep this platform, positive and happy. And if anybody wants to join StreamYard, here's my referral code for you to join StreamYard. If you want to start your own content journey, you can use my $10 discount. I'm gonna hit y'all with the outro video. I'm gonna get up out of here and go get ready for tomorrow. I will see you guys in the next one. In the next episode. Shout out to Emperor for coming through. Shout out to El Cheapo, Blaze for coming through. Shout out to Outdoors for coming through. Shout out to Ralph for coming through. Thank you guys so much. While I was on break, I got 28 text messages and like, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm back. I'm gonna make sure this content happens no matter what. Okay. Even if I have to crawl to the stage or to the screen, I'm gonna make sure it happens no matter what. Um, I'm gonna hit y'all with this outro video, but see y'all in the next one. Shout out to Facebook as well. I'm looking for the outro video. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. All right. See y'all next one. This Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. See y'all next one.
Fuji gang, gang, gang. 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 This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Goodies. Make